We've all caught glimpses of it. You notice it's been a little quiet in the other room for a while, and you peek in, and your child is totally immersed in the flow of play, and it's magical. It's in those moments that kids are doing their best learning. They're happy, they're engaged in things that interest them, and they're developing skills like problem solving and persistence and creativity. That's the good stuff, and that's independent play. But what if you didn't need to stumble into those moments? What if you could make them happen every day? How do you do that? Independent play training. There's no shortage of resources on sleep training or potty training, but it's hard to find the how-to for independent play. That's where Tinkergarten comes in.
Now that my son is confident in playing independently, it gives me a lot of time back.
My 2-year-old son, he's learned to really embrace being by himself. He loves to play in his little plastic box of water.
Just a little effort to set up a play space will lead to days and days of independent play. The first lesson is how to set up a space for play to take off. Basically, you're going to turn an area of your home or your yard into what we call a play center. Our favorite types of play centers at Tinkergarten are mud kitchens, art centers, and water playgrounds. For example, if you want to make a mud kitchen, all you really need is a bowl for water, a surface to make your mud dishes, and a way to transport water and dirt back and forth. And a few kitchen tools later, and voila, your mud kitchen is open for business. So there are really only 4 things you need to worry about. First, make sure all the objects are easy for kids to reach on their own. Second, make sure they're all objects that it's totally fine with you if they get used like a kid's gonna use them. So yes, they're going to get dirty. Number 3, make sure the space feels like it's a kid's space. So let it become a busy mess all day and you can tidy it up at the end of the day. And the last one is there's no right way to play. So if that mud kitchen becomes a pirate ship by the end of the day, that's awesome. If making picture-perfect settings is your jam, go to town. But it doesn't have to be. To a kid, all that matters is that they get the time, space, materials, and the okay from you to play in this space. You don't have to be in a forest, and it doesn't have to be a big space. Just pick a spot inside or outside. It just has to be an area that you can leave all set up for at least a week or 2. And remember, to a kid, even a tiny, simple space that's dedicated to them and open for play is amazing. You don't have to fill it with fancy or expensive toys to make it a great play center. In fact, the best things are often the things you already have on hand, and the simpler, the better. Things like bins, boxes, bowls, tape, these are your friends. So give setting up a play center a try, and you will have nailed part 1 of independent play training. Plus, we guarantee your kids will enjoy days of independent play as a result, which will give you back time too. If you want more independent play training or resources for your family to build in even more purposeful play, visit tinkergarten.com.
This is our mud kitchen. I've had so much fun watching her learn how to play independently, and I've gotten back some time too.
Never would I have imagined that 20 minutes of prep time would have led to days and days of imaginative play.